I'm Jenny Green. I'm the Regional Director for ICE Northern Ireland. We've all had to adapt very quickly to what has rapidly become normal, and there will no doubt be more changes to come. With that in mind, ICE and I thought that it might be useful to speak to some of our members, civil engineers who continue to work to support the fundamentals of our modern society and our infrastructure. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be speaking to some local civil engineers about how the global pandemic has impacted their working lives. The first person I'm going to speak to is the current chair of ICE Northern Ireland, John Glass. Hi, John. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hello, I'm John Glass and I'm the Director of Infrastructure and Projects at Translink. We're the public transport company for all bus and rail in Northern Ireland. And I'm a Fellow of the Institution of Civil Engineers and also the current chair for ICE in Northern Ireland. During this current health crisis, rail and bus services are essential to get key workers to and from their place of work, particularly those who work in the health service.
And what has the impact of the pandemic been on your own working life?
Like many other people, I'm now working from home and life revolves around meeting on Microsoft Teams. And after 25 odd years of working on site or in an office, that's certainly been a big change for me. I certainly miss many of the things I took for granted, the social side of work, the people, meeting colleagues for a coffee, and being able to meet face to face for those more challenging and critical meetings.
And John, what do you think will be the medium and longer term effects of the pandemic on us all?
In the medium term, it has changed how our infrastructure engineers work, how they travel to their workplaces, the number of people who can travel together. The site working methods to ensure safety have changed, and production rates have gone down as on that basis, right down to how we operate our railway engineering plant and how we carry out our surveying. Civil engineers have always provided a vital contribution to a safe, healthy and prosperous economy, whether water, sewage or transport. And I believe, as always, that civil engineers are vital to fighting the spread of Covid-19, whether that's the maintenance and operation of a bus or rail network or constructing Nightingale hospitals.
John, is there any advice that you'd like to share with other people?
I think at this critical time, it's important that we support supply chain. These are difficult times for all businesses, and it's imperative that we protect our supply chain of contractors, designers, and suppliers. And these supply chain partners need to come through this financial crisis in a condition that enables them to continue to deliver our infrastructure. We must pay them promptly and continue to develop a pipeline of designs, tenders, and projects that will feed the civil engineering industry during recovery. Undoubtedly, there has been effects on the programme and cost of some of our projects. And as clients, we need to deal fairly and reasonably with contractors and avoid lengthy and expensive legal disputes. I am convinced there's no other industry that is as agile, resilient, or that can manage change, risk, and health and safety as well as civil engineering. The current crisis has had a devastating effect on many people, but we have seen a reduction in the pollution on a global scale in our cities and countrysides. And I think we need to be careful that this immediate COVID-19 crisis doesn't push that net zero agenda further down our list of priorities. And when organisations do bounce back, and we will bounce back from this crisis, net zero should be at the forefront of our thinking. This current crisis will force a more positive long-term behaviour on how we tackle the climate emergency. I would encourage everyone by saying we will get through this current crisis, and despite the challenges, there remains a positive future for civil engineers and the civil engineering industry. In the meantime, I hope you and your families remain in good health, and I encourage you all to continue to keep safe. Thank you.